yesterday, no, wait. Yeah, yesterday, I went to Urban Outfitters. By the way, their bags are red now, and I love this. I love the color red. My room used to be like red themed. I used to have like red sheets and red pillowcases with like a gray blanket, and there's a red bedside table here, and I have a red chair right there. I was at Urban yesterday, you know, just looking around, not really expecting to buy anything, but then I found this dress, and oh my goodness, I was like, okay, I kind of like it, but I don't know, I'm gonna keep looking around the store or whatever. The store was gonna close in like 5 minutes. 5 minutes later, I went back to the same place where this dress was, and I was like, you know what? I was with Kiana, and I was like, Kiana, should I buy this? And she was like, yeah, it's pretty. Long story short, I bought it. I didn't try it on in the store, but oh my goodness, I love it. I love it, and it fits perfectly, and I had no idea. I guess we can do an outfit of the day. We'll start with my freaking face that you can't really see because of the light that's here, and it's casting shadows on my face. But I have these hoop earrings on. I usually never wear eyeliner because I don't think it looks good on me. And then we have this necklace. It's just a dainty gold chain with this dress. Oh my goodness, I'll show you guys this dress. It's kind of wrinkled because I've been laying down all day. I don't go anywhere. I feel like a pillowcase. I'm having trouble showing this to you guys, but this is what the dress looks like. You can't really see it all in one shot, but here's the top, and then here's the bottom. And then a jean jacket because it's kind of cold in my house. Kind of. It's not as cold as it usually is. It's just 62 degrees. But yeah, a jacket. A jean jacket. For years I've been avoiding jean jackets because I had this jean phase when I was younger. I wore jeans all the time. Not jeans, I mean like jean jacket with a jean skirt with like some shirt, and it was kind of tacky. I wrote stuff to talk about in this book because I was scared that I wasn't gonna have things to talk about during this video. So the first thing I have here is baseball bat dude. So one time I was at Starbucks because there's a Starbucks near my house and I go there all the time. And I go there before going to school sometimes. And one time I was there in the morning, you know, before school, and there's this guy. Okay, so I was sitting by the window and it was facing outside. Outside there are seats, you know, more seats for people who want to sit outside. And there was this guy outside. He was just sitting there, right? He turned his chair so that he could face me. Honestly, that's not the first time that's ever happened before. And I was like, what the heck? And the only reason why I'm telling you guys this story is because the guy had a red baseball bat and it was scary. I felt threatened. I was like, what the heck is this guy up to? Why is he just sitting outside staring at me with a baseball bat? Like legit full on staring at me. I was at Starbucks just doing my history homework, having my drink and whatever to eat. You know, I was just peacefully doing my history homework like a good student. Good thing that he was outside and not inside the building with me, because that would have made it even more scary. 15 minutes goes by, and then finally he gets up and he runs away with his red baseball bat, and I was like, phew, he's gone. I mean, like, I don't know why he ran away. Maybe he was late for his baseball game. He looked like he was in like his 40s though, so like. Another Starbucks story. As I said, there's a Starbucks near my house. I go there often. The workers there know me. They've seen me around, like they know my face. One time I got Starbucks and they didn't even ask me for my name, right? But when I got my Starbucks, my name was on the cup and I was like, oh my goodness, they wrote it down without even asking me. And I remember going back again and a new worker was there, like a new person at the cashier, and they were like, oh, you're Danica. Yeah, we know you as the fashionable one. And I was like, ah. Like that's such an honor, you know, like they know me as the fashionable one. What? Yesterday I was at the mall with Kiana. We wanted some beverage and a snack. We ended up getting this fancy LA type drink that was some lemonade with charcoal and whatever. It was expensive. And then we went to Halo Top. It's an ice cream place. She got an ice cream cone, waffle cone, pink waffle cone to be exact, and I got an ice cream taco. I'll show you a picture right here of exactly what we got. Now look at that picture. That picture is what $35 of food looks like. $35 for 2 things of ice cream and 2 drinks. Why? 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 By the way, California's on fire and I'm like scared. So scared that I even packed 4 bags. I just kept like looking at the map of where the fires were and stuff like that, and there's a fire that's like in Skirball, which I think that's like the closest one to me. The first night I kind of like dove into it, I packed bags. I was like, you know what? Ain't nobody gonna catch me unprepared. So I packed a bag filled with like food and non-perishable items. I packed a suitcase of clothes and things that I like, and then I packed 2 more bags. A bag filled with like my art valuable stuff, you know, stuff that I don't want gone. I forgot what I put in the other bag. I might unpack them eventually, but I'm gonna hold on to them. I don't know, I'm just really scared of the fires. And I was like looking at the map and I was like, oh my goodness, I know people in this area. Oh my goodness, I know people in that area, in this area. Oh my goodness, I've been over there. You know, I was just like, oh my goodness, those people in that area, I hope they're safe. This area over here, I've been there. I don't want that place burning down. You know, like, I was just worried for everyone. It actually made me realize a lot of things. It made me realize what I really value in my whole entire room. And it made me realize how much I care about certain people. I thought I didn't care about these people anymore, but apparently I still care about these people and I don't want them injured or harmed. One time in class, I was sitting there in a secluded corner, all sad because of things that have been happening in my life that you guys probably know about if you watch my YouTube channel, because I made a video. I'll put it up there. And my teacher knows that I love Glass Animals so much. Like, he knows that Glass Animals is my favorite band ever. He loves life itself. When he saw me like over there in a corner, secluded, not talking, really sad, he started playing Life Itself out loud, just like out of the blue. And my head went up so fast, I probably got like a blood rush to my head. And that was just like, oh my goodness. I don't know, I just thought it was really nice. That made me so happy. I was like, how thoughtful. That's really thoughtful. Another story about a guy. Okay, so I was at Whole Foods one time. I was going through the aisles with my shopping cart, putting stuff in and looking around. And then there was this guy, right? I was exiting an aisle and this guy was coming into the aisle and he was whistling. He was like, whatever, I can't really whistle, but he was whistling, and then he like looked at me and he stopped whistling. He made an expression like he was shocked or whatever, and I was like, I was still exiting the aisle, so I just skedaddled on out of that aisle. But as I was leaving, he like turned his cart and then started following me, and I was like, what the heck? Huh? Ha! I was in the next aisle and then he was right behind me and I was like, lit, there's this guy. I don't know what to do about him. Anyways, he's still whistling, very jovial. He had this weird posture where he was like a regular person pushing a shopping cart like this, right? But he was like this and whistling and being really sketch. He was a really sus human being. I knew that he was behind me and he was like, you know, still whistling or whatever. I looked behind me. You know, I gave him a look like, why are you, what? And he was just like, he gave me this really creepy look, like, I don't even want to recreate the look, but he gave me a really creepy look, like, it was really creepy, and I'm a really creepy person, and that creeped me out. I'm so freaking helpless. I was scared again. So I like skedaddled on out of that aisle and he followed me into the next aisle. That aisle was actually filled with people and I was like, lit. So I went through the people and got out of that aisle. He got stuck in the aisle and I was like, yes, he's no longer following me. I went around and got the rest of my stuff and got out of Whole Foods. There's this mall that I go to. It's not really the closest mall, it's just a mall that's in this area that I live in. Anyways, every time I go there, I always end up seeing people from my past. I don't know, I don't like it. One time I was there and this guy saw me that I used to go to school with, and he ended up going around the mall with me for like an hour and we were just talking. Like, yeah, you're cool and all, and yeah, I miss you, but like, you can't just like catch me off guard while I'm alone at the mall and then like walk with me for an hour and talk with me. Cause like I'm here trying to shop and now I have to like, you know, socialize and entertain you too. Like what the heck? Boy, give me a notice. I don't know, I feel like he should have just said hi, and then like if he wanted to spend time with me, maybe he should have asked me like, oh hey, you wanna like hang out one day? Like I would have said yes, but hanging out right then and there was kind of like too much for my soul. Anyways, that same mall, I always meet people there. So Kiana and I got all those delicious things, right? I was feeling really, I don't know, I just needed fresh air. So Kiana and I got our food and we went outside of the mall and we sat down. We were just eating, laughing. The security guard was actually just like standing around us, and I totally understand why. I mean, like, there's me and then there's Kiana and we're like laughing and having a lot of fun, eating our stuff. Like, that's suspicious. You don't know what these teenagers are doing. I totally get it. But then there was this guy that walked behind me and he was walking, right? And as he was walking, I looked at him and he looked at me. And then I was like, oh my goodness, that's this guy that I used to go to school with. And then he kept walking. I didn't say hi to him or anything, we just looked at each other, but I told Kiana, oh my goodness, that's that guy. And she was like, what, where? And she only saw the back of him, but we made like eye contact and everything. We finished our food, we went inside the mall, and then we saw another person that we knew. It was this girl. She used to go to school with us. I'm just gonna say that her name is Allie. Her name's not Allie, but for this story, I'll give her a name. Her name's now Allie. And at the checkout line, Kiana and I were just like talking, whatever, whatever. And then there was this girl. She gasped and I was like, what? I turned, I looked at her and I was like, oh my goodness. And she was like, oh my goodness. And Kiana was like, oh my goodness. And then we started talking and blah blah blah, but throughout the whole entire conversation I didn't say, oh hi Allie, how are you doing Allie, because I forgot what her name was. And then we finished whatever we were doing, you know, buying our stuff. We said bye and then we went into a different store. I turned around to Kiana and I was like, Allie, that's her name. And then there were these two ladies at the cash register. One of them went, hey, my name's Allie, and then the girl behind her went, really? My name's Allie. And I was like, ah! It really freaked me out. They looked alike too. Like they both had long blonde hair and they both looked like they were in their mid-20s. And then one of them made a joke about Spartacus and I was just like, haha, Spartacus. Ah. Oh guys, just in case you didn't notice, I cut my hair. One night I was feeling really spontaneous and impulsive, so I grabbed my scissors and I chopped 3 inches of my hair. So my hair's shorter now, 3 inches have gone. Do you guys remember when my hair was like in that really short pixie cut? Well, my hair grew like a lot since then, like a lot. Do you not see this? Like, what? And I cut my hair. What? My hair has grown a lot. My hair grows really fast. I don't know how long it's been, like 4 months or something. And it's grown like 4 inches. That's kind of a lot. I don't think hair is supposed to grow that long in that amount of time. Guys, I have an obsession with 2 types of fabric. I used to be obsessed with suede looking material, but now I'm obsessed with like satiny, silky stuff and velvet. So every time I see anything that's velvet, I usually gravitate towards it, or anything that's like this, I gravitate towards it. I don't know why, I just really like these things. I'm vegan, so it's not actual silk. It's polyester-ish type stuff, but yeah, it's so freaking nice and I love how it feels. It's so like silky and I just really love how it looks on me. Like, what? I love pairing it with like gold stuff because gold accessories, that's just like Danica, you know. I have certain gold necklaces that I always wear and I always have this gold ring on. It's so funny because people always ask me, I'm pretty sure that they mean it jokingly, but it kind of gets on my nerves. But they're always just like, oh, are you engaged? Oh, are you married? Like, no, I'm not engaged. And no, I'm not married. I'm single as fuck. So like, funny you should ask. Ha. Also, I was just thinking the other day, there was this one boyfriend that I had. I tried to break up with him and he wouldn't let me. It was the worst experience of my whole entire life. I hated it. Oh my goodness, I don't want to end this video with that because I just finished everything I wrote down and I really don't want to end my video on that note. Oh, I'll tell you about the Uber I had yesterday. So Kiana and I were in an Uber yesterday and this guy, first of all, this guy's name, really significant to me, I guess, because I used to have a favorite name and his name was that name. That name is no longer my favorite name because I've had too many experiences with that one name. We'll give him another name. Let's say Dennis. His name was Dennis. For this story, we'll call him Dennis. Dennis was our Uber. Kiana and I were in the car. I was playing my songs and stuff like that, and he was really nice. Dennis was nice. He was like, do you need a charger? Do you need this? Do you need that? Kiana and I were in a hurry to get home, but then Dennis ended up driving us somewhere else that wasn't our destination, and I was like, what the heck? Where are we? And he was like, he ended up taking us to like some back alley, like some dark place. There was like a stripper club, whatever, there too, and I was like, what the heck, where are we? We ended up then getting back on the road, getting back on the freeway. We were going to where we were going. So once we arrived to our first destination, which wasn't where Kiana and I were trying to go, I took my phone out of the thing, like to look something up. So for the rest of the car ride from that wrong destination to the right destination, we didn't have any music playing, which was fine because I was more focused on getting home instead of like listening to music. So I was like, you know what, we're gonna talk to you, Dennis. Luckily he was familiar with where we were trying to go, like he was familiar with that area. We had no problem getting there, but on the way there we were all talking, having fun. And Dennis mentioned something about YouTube and I was like, I have a YouTube channel, and Kiana was like, oh my goodness, Danica, don't plug. And I was like, yeah, I have a YouTube channel. And then we started talking about YouTube and stuff like that, and he started talking about what he does on YouTube. He does like some skating stuff, and I was like, yeah, I make covers and blah blah blah. We were at a stoplight and he was like, oh, what's your YouTube channel? I'll follow you right now. And I was like, oh my goodness, what? He's gonna follow me right now, ah! Or he's gonna subscribe to me. And I was like so shook he was gonna subscribe. So I was like, oh, it's Danica Carabeo, Danica Carabeo. And he was like, oh, lit. He subscribed to me right there, and I was like, oh my goodness. He had his phone on like that like thing where you put your phone so you can drive and look at your phone for directions at the same time. He had his phone on that, so I saw him click that subscribe, and I was like, heck yeah, this is the type of support that I need in my life. If he's watching this right now, that's amazing. I was just like so shook because my Uber driver decided to subscribe to me, and I was just like, we ended up getting home safely. It was all good. I actually like ended up getting a headache and like a migraine or whatever, and I like nearly threw up last night because my body hates me, and my body was like, guess what, Dan, we want to make you uncomfortable for 5 hours. Haha. So yeah, that happened, but I'm fine now. I'm fine now. Now we're here. Now I'm home. Now I'm drinking my last can of LaCroix, wearing all this and having no plans because I'm a loser and I stay home literally every day. I leave to go to school sometimes, but that's pretty much it. I go to school, I see my friends, but most of the time I'm just in my house, like locked in here, filming, editing, making music, sewing, and painting. That's pretty much it. Painting, reading, all of that. I'm usually like doing something. I have no idea how entertaining this video was, but I'm thankful that you watched all the way to the end because it's the end of the video. I hope you're having a nice whatever you're having, and please subscribe to me if you like me. Please like this video if you like me, and please comment something if you would like to. I'm just gonna sit on my bed, edit this video. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. I love you. Goodbye.